Hello friends. In earlier video, we have solved problems from the chapter magnetism, which is in the Maharashtra State Board syllabus of 11th standard. In this video, we will solve problems from the same topic, that is magnetism, but name in the Maharashtra State Board syllabus is magnetic materials. First problem from the Maharashtra State Board syllabus in the chapter magnetic materials is intensity of magnetic field of the earth at a point inside the hollow iron box is. Let there is uniform magnetic field, and if some ferromagnetic substance, that is what iron ring, is now placed in this uniform magnetic field, then it happens what these lines get curved and these lines pass through the iron material like this. So lines, because of this iron, get bent and they take the shape as such. Hence, we say that magnetic lines are gathered and they passing through the material that is called a ferromagnetic material. Inside this iron ring, a line of force is absent. Magnetic flux are absent. And this term, this phenomena called as magnetic shielding. Magnetic shielding. So friends, magnetic flux will be absent inside this ferromagnetic material, and therefore if it is the hollow iron box, then magnetic lines of force will be absent there, and that is why answer would be 0. So be ready for the next problem. Soft iron is used to make the core of transformer because, friends, to understand this question, one should know the hysteresis curve. What is that hysteresis curve? Let this is the y-axis, it is x-axis, B magnetic induction on y-axis, magnetizing intensity on x-axis. If the magnetic material is now magnetized initially, then it takes the curve as such. But if it is taken in the different cycles, then that shape becomes as such. See, I am erasing, just the graph is not very good. So I will try to draw the graph as better as possible. So here, this is saturation point, this is also saturation point, it is retentivity, it is coercivity. If the material is soft iron, then its retentivity as well as coercivity both are very small. For hard iron, that graph is as such. For hard iron, that graph is thick. Retentivity as well as coercivity both are large for hard iron, but here it is soft iron, therefore answer will be low coercivity and low retentivity. Friends, ready for next problem. Which of the following statements is correct for diamagnetic material? Friends, for diamagnetic material, that magnetic susceptibility chi is very small, but it is negative. So it is just a knowledge based, information based question. Chi is negative and very low. It is just less than 0, but very close to 0. Therefore, our answer is B. Now, the next question. Rectangular magnet suspended freely has a period of oscillation equal to capital T. Now it is broken into two equal halves. It's half of original length. It means that bar magnet is cut into such two pieces. One piece is now of half the original length, and one piece is made to oscillate freely. Its period of oscillation, let T prime or T dash. The ratio of T dash by T is, friends, Here, formula for period of oscillation is equal to 2 pi root of I by MB. Here, magnetic field is kept same. Therefore, B is not changed. Dipole moment is now reduced to half, because if the dipole moment of this piece is let m prime, it is let m, then m prime or m dash will be equal to half of original dipole moment, because its length is reduced to half. But its moment of inertia will also be reduced. So what will be I prime or I dash? This will be mass dash L square, means L dash square by 12. So M is reduced to half. Mass of the piece is half than mass of the earlier magnet. Length is also reduced to half. So L by 2 bracket square, and this 12 as it is. This is 1 by 12. Now it is ml square by this 12, and here square of 2 is 4, 4 into 2 is 8. Now it is your original moment of inertia, and therefore moment of inertia of a piece is 1/8 of its original dipole moment. Now we will get E dash by T will be equal to square root of, if I is in numerator, then it is directly proportional. So we will get I dash by I. Then M is inversely proportional. Therefore, M by M dash, and B is not changed. Therefore, we will not write B. After putting values, we will get I dash by I. Here, I dash by I is 1 by 8. And M by M dash. M by M dash is only 2. So it becomes 1 by 4, and the answer is root of 1 by 4 is only 1 by 2. Therefore, our answer will be second. It is B. Now, be ready for next problem. Magnetizing field of 360 ampere per meter produces a magnetic flux density 0.6 Tesla in a ferromagnetic material. What is its permeability in Tesla meter per inverse? So here magnetic permeability means here high. In fact, it is unitless, but it is asked in a Tesla meter per ampere. So its permeability, no, it is not the susceptibility, it is magnetic permeability. So here your term asked magnetic permeability mu is equal to how much. Now you have a formula that B is equal to mu into H, where mu means mu naught into relative permeability into H. Friends, if you have B directly, if you have H directly, then you need not to write this one, you can get directly this. So B is equal to 0.6 is equal to mu, which is your target, H 360, and therefore mu will be 0.6 divided by 360. Here I shall write 6 into 10 raised to power minus 1. 360, one can write this as 36 into 10. So 6 are 30, and we will get 1 by 6 into 10 raised to power 10 to the power 1. If it is taken to numerator, then it will be 10 raised to power minus 2. 1 by 6 is 0.166 and 67. So one can write this way. So here 10 raised to power minus 2. So you will write 1.667 into 10 raised to power minus 3. So, but friends, this is not given in this form. Answers are given directly in terms of 1 by 6. So will you take this 10 raised to power minus 1 in the denominator? Yes. If it is taken in denominator, then it will be 10 into 10, 100, 100 into 6, 100, 1 by 600, and your answer will be 3. If it is written in the decimal form, then that answer would be 1.667 into 10 raised to power minus 3. Come on, be ready for next. Which property of the soft iron makes it useful for preparing electromagnet? Friends, the answer of this question is already discussed in earlier one problem. What its retentivity as well as coercivity should be very small. It should lose the magnetic property as soon as applied intensity is made 0. Here, first answer is. Now second, what happens to ferromagnetic material when its temperature increases above Curie temperature? Oh, it is known as what? When it is heated, then because of thermal agitation, atoms in a domain, these are lead domains. In a domain, direction of dipole moment of all atom is same. But if temperature is increased, all atoms in that domain will get thermal energy, and that thermal energy will make those atoms to vibrate in all possible directions rapidly or randomly. And therefore, the bonding between different atoms in a domain will break. Eventually, domain structure get collapsed. And at that time, we say the ferromagnetic material gets converted into paramagnetic material. So after Curie temperature, ferromagnetic substance is converted into para, or one can say it's a dipole. This domain structure get destroyed. Now number 3, what should be the retentivity and coercivity of permanent magnet? Friends, retentivity and coercivity of the permanent magnet should be very large, because we want to keep magnetic property inside the material for long time, and that is why its retentivity as well as coercivity should be very large. Chalo next, discuss the Curie law for paramagnetic material. Friends, susceptibility of the paramagnetic substance is directly proportional to B external and inversely proportional to absolute temperature. If some constant is taken, then this proportionality sign will be withdrawn, and that is what called let constant C, and this constant C called as the Curie constant. So susceptibility is directly proportional to the magnetic field induction in which the material is placed, and this capital T is absolute temperature. If your absolute temperature is increased, susceptibility decreases. If it is decreased, then susceptibility increases. Now next, obtain an expression. Obtain an should there be. There should be obtain an expression for orbital magnetic moment of an electron rotating about the nucleus in an atom. So one should determine the formula for magnetic dipole moment of this revolutionary electron. Let this is positive charge nucleus, let it is negative charge electron, and if it is in a circular path around the nucleus, then it produces electric current. That current is because of only one electron. So if current is saying that rate of flow of charges, then we will say only one electron coming after capital T, means after period. So formula for current is E by capital T. But in a period, you know that distance covered by electron is circumference, and therefore it is 2 pi r divided by its speed, let v. So here, if t is replaced by this, then you will get I is equal to 2 pi r into E divided by V. No, this 2 pi r will be in the denominator. This E by this 2 pi r divided by V. Now, your I, and now dipole moment capital M is known as, that is what, NIA. N, only one electron, so only one loop. So one current, it is EV by 2 pi r. And area of the electron path, it is pi r square. So here pi cancel, 1 r cancel, and you know that it is EVR divided by 2. V is the speed, r is the radius of orbit, and divided by 2. Now, if you replace this V into r by another term, it is known that when electron revolves in a circular orbit, then its angular momentum is integral multiple of h by 2 pi. So, mvr is equal to nh by 2 pi, where n is principal quantum number. Therefore, Vr is equal to h by 2 pi m. Friends, h is Planck's constant, m is mass of electron. Therefore, by replacing Vr in this equation, you will get dipole moment m is equal to E h by this 2 into this 2. Here I am writing 2 pi m as it is. Eh by 4 pi m is Bohr magneton. This is, one can say, dipole moment of electron in the any atom where electron revolves in a first orbit, ground state orbit. Come on. Next question. What does the hysteresis loop represent? Hysteresis loop gives the idea that how much energy is utilized or how much energy is wasted during the one cycle of charging and discharging the magnetic material. That is what hysteresis loop. Hysteresis loop also suggests that whether this material is useful for making permanent magnets or for making or for use of the iron core in a transformer or in any place or in even electromagnet. So one can identify the type of a ferromagnetic material by means of hysteresis curve. And the last, explain one application of electromagnet. Electromagnet is used to attract the iron pieces. So in any industry, which we call the steel industry, where one has to shift the scrap material from one place to another by means of cranes, at that place electromagnets are used to first of all to separate the iron pieces or iron materials from the another unwanted materials, and to carry from one place to another where we say that there is an induction. So hot temperature induction is there. So in induction furnace, if you want to put the iron material, then you have to use electromagnet. तो जैसे ही तुम लोग करंट पास करेंगे वो इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेट में, तो वो आयरन कोर जो सॉफ्ट आयरन रहता है वो अट्रैक्ट करता है आयरन पीसेस को, और करंट जीरो करते ही वो सारा के सारा अट्रैक्टेड पीसेस छोड़ देता, मतलब इंडक्शन फर्नेस में वो गिर जाता. So this is what the application of the electromagnet in the steel industry. Come on, now next. When a plate of a magnetic material of size 10 centimeters by 0.5 centimeters by 0.2 is located in a magnetizing field 0.5 into 10 to the power 4 ampere per meter. Then a magnetic moment of 5 ampere meter square is induced in it. Find out magnetic induction in the rod. So magnetic induction in the rod is mu naught mu r into h, or you can say that this mu naught into 1 plus chi into h, or you can say that mu naught into h plus mu naught into chi into h. But here you don't know chi, means you will replace these terms by magnetization, and magnetization means magnetic moment per unit volume. So final step to put values, mu naught, I am taking that mu naught common, h plus mz. So here mu naught means 4 pi into 10 raised to power minus 7, value of mu naught. H, magnetic intensity is 0.5 into 10 to the power 4. So we can write this 0.5 means 5 into 10 raised to power only 3 plus dipole moment per unit volume. Dipole moment, it is only 5. Volume 10 into 0.5 into 0.2. 0.5 into 0.2 is only 0.1. 0.1 into 10 is 1. But power 10 raised to power minus 2, 10 raised to power minus 2, 10 raised to power minus 2 will be minus 6. See, here 4 pi into 10 raised to power minus 7. Now 5 as it is into 10 raised to power 3 as it is, you will say 5 into 10 raised to power 6. But here is only 3. So you will make it 5000 into 10 raised to power 3, so that you can add these two terms. 10 raised to power 3 is common. This will be 5005. So you will write it as 4 pi 5005 10 raised to power, say, minus 7 and plus 3 means minus 4. So here 4 pi means 12.56. That 5005, I am writing this same, and 10 raised to power minus 4. If you shift decimal point from this to this place, then 10 raised to power minus 4 will be eliminated. So 12.56 into 0.5004. So it would give you half of 12.5 means 6 point something, and therefore your answer will be 12.56 into 0.5. So here, in fact, number should be 6 point something. So here answer should be 6 point something something, and unit magnetic induction, so Weber per meter square. I think we are not wrong at all. Answer in the book is looking wrong. So be ready for next problem. Rod of magnetic material of a cross section 0.25 centimeter square is located in 4000 ampere per meter magnetizing field. It means H is 4000. Magnetic flux passing through the rod is 25 into 10 to the power minus 6 Weber. Find out relative permeability, magnetic susceptibility, and magnetization of the rod. So friends, if you want to find out relative permeability, that is mu r is target. But here we know that B is equal to mu naught mu r into H. But B is nothing but magnetic flux per unit area. So see, we will get flux per unit area is equal to mu naught mu r into H. So here, by putting values, you will get your answer. But how much is flux? Flux है 25 into 10 raised to power minus 6. Area है 0.25. So I am going to write 25 into 10 raised to power minus 4 will be conversion of centimeter square to meter square. And by shifting decimal point, you will get again minus 2. So I will get 25 into 10 raised to power minus 6. Here, mu 0, it is 4 pi into 10 raised to power minus 7. Mu r is to calculate. H कितना है? H है 4000. मतलब 4 into 10 raised to power 3. See, this number cancel, this number cancel. So mu r is equal to 1 by 4 into 4, 16 into pi, and this is equal to ये power रहेगा how much? Minus 4. So I am erasing this equal sign and then writing 1 upon minus 4. So this will be equal to mu r. Now mu r बन जाएगा, I am taking to numerator. ये 10 का power 4 means 10,000 divided by 16 into 3.14. So 16 4 are 64. Carried 6. 16 1 the 16. 16 and 16. So 16 and 6. 22. Again left 2. Carried 2. 16. 3 is 48. 48 and your 1. No, 2. 48 and 2. 50. Decimal point will be after 2 digits. If you divide these two numbers by log table, then number will be 199. If you want to see, I have the log table, and now in the log table, I will solve this 10,000 by 50.24. See, characteristics of this 10,000 is 4. Mantessa is always 0, 0, 0 because 10 in 0, 0, 0. 50 का characteristics है 1. 50 का 2, 4 आएगा. 50 का 2 and 4 है 3. तो ये होता है 70, 10. 70 और 10. यहाँ 0, 0, ये 9, ये भी 9 और ये बनता है कितना बनेगा? It is 2 और ये यहाँ पर 4 minus 3 minus 1 2 या 4 minus 2 2. मैंटेसा बनता है अभी देखने के लिए 2 सॉरी कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स तो 2 है. मैंटेसा 2990 तो विल गो इन एंटी लॉग. इसमें है 2990 1991 1991. डेसिमल पॉइंट विल आफ्टर बी 3 डिजिट्स. तो ये हुआ है 199.1. लॉग टेबल से चले जाएंगे तो ये यहां पर इतना मिल जाएगा. लेकिन अगर कोई 3.142 के बदले 3.142 लेगा तो दैट आंसर विल बी अगेन decrease less than 199.1, and that is why book may have given a round figure 199. So if you give answer 199.1 in the board exam, there will not be nothing wrong. You will get 100% credit. So here, second thing, magnetic susceptibility. Magnetic susceptibility and magnetic this relative permeability are related by what? mu r is equal to 1 plus chi. So chi is equal to mu r minus 1. Mu r आपने लाया है 199.1 minus 1, तो ये बन जाएगा 198.1. वहां पे 198 दिया, हमने नहीं लिया 199 because we have calculated, we have taken efforts to determine 199.1. So why should we take 199? Come on. Now next, मैग्नेटाइजेशन ऑफ द रॉड. मैग्नेटाइजेशन का मतलब होता है मैग्नेटिक डायपोल मोमेंट पर यूनिट वॉल्यूम. सो यहां मैग्नेटाइजेशन बन जाएगा, मैग्नेटाइजेशन मतलब मैग्नेटिक डायपोल मोमेंट पर यूनिट वॉल्यूम. तो यहां ये तो काम में नहीं आएगा, मैग्नेटाइजेशन इसके काम में नहीं आता. हमारे पास दूसरा एक फॉर्मूला होता है, मैग्नेटाइजेशन इज इक्वल टू, मैग्नेटाइजेशन होता है chi into h. Magnetization directly proportional to magnetic intensity and it is equal to chi into h. So we have determined chi, it is 199, this one 198. 198.1 into 4000, and this will give you your answer. Just multiply by 4. I am taking this 10 raised to power 3 instead of 3 zeros. 4 ones are 4, 8 fours are 32. यहाँ आए 2, 3 अपने कैरिड आ गए. 9 fours are 36, 36 and 3 9, 39. Left 3, 7, sorry 4 into 1 4 and 1 7. So this is what 7. Decimal point will be after 3 digits, matlab before 1 digit. So here you will get 7.924 into 10 raised to power 3 plus, और ये 2 5. हमने निकाला है मैग्नेटिक मैग्नेटाइजेशन, तो इसका यूनिट और इंटेंसिटी का यूनिट सेम होता है, तो वो आता है एम्पियर पर मीटर. तो हियर इंस्टेड ऑफ 7.92 हमारा आंसर आ गया 7.924. वी आर नॉट रॉन्ग एट ऑल बिकॉज वी हैव कंसिडर्ड दिस वन एज वेल. ही हैज कंसिडर्ड ओनली 198, so we are not wrong at all. Come on, now next. Work done for rotating a magnet with magnetic dipole moment m. भले वो वहां पे स्मॉल दिया है, लेकिन हमने लिखना चाहिए कैपिटल एम. Through 90 degree from its magnetic meridian is n times work done to rotate it through 60 degrees. Find the value of n. Friends, to rotate the bar magnet through an angle theta from its mean position, formula is known as, it is mb1 minus cos of theta, where theta is the angle between final position and the direction of b. So here if you want to rotate through 90 degrees, then cos of 90 will be 0, and it will be work done through 90 degrees rotation only mb. And if you are rotating through 60 degrees, then you will get mb 1 minus cos of 60. cos of 60 की कीमत होती है हाफ. So mb into 1 minus half. 1 minus half is half. So here mb by 2. But statement is that work done to rotate through 90 degree is n times work done to rotate through 60 degrees. We will write work done to rotate 90 degrees mb, n as it is, work done to rotate 1 by 2 mb. So here mb cancel and mb cancelled, and these 2 will come here, and therefore value of n is equal to 2. So be ready for next. An electron in an atom is revolving around the nucleus in a circular orbit of radius so and so. with a speed 2 into 10 to the power 6 meters per second, and the resultant orbital magnetic moment and angular momentum of electron दोनों भी काम करना है। कैपिटल एम की बात पहले कर लेंगे। ये कैपिटल एम आता है ई वी आर बाय 2, क्योंकि वी दिया है आर दिया है इसलिए, नहीं तो वो हमारा बोर मैग्नेटन तो अभी आया था ना, ई एच बाय 4 पाई एम। सो यहां ये जो वैल्यूज दिए हैं ले लेंगे। इलेक्ट्रॉनिक चार्ज पता है 1.6 into 10 raised to power minus 19, वेलोसिटी है 2 into 10 raised to power 6, रेडियस है 5.3 into 10 raised to power minus 11 मीटर डिवाइडेड बाय 2। क्या मेरे दो दो कैंसिल हो गए? 16 का बस प्रोडक्ट लेना है। 16 3 48, carried 4, left 4, 16 5 80, 80 and 4 is 84. Decimal point will be 112, means before 2 digits. Power of 10 will be minus 11 minus 19, it is minus 30. 30 plus 6 minus 24. So here is your answer. डायपोल मोमेंट है, इसलिए यूनिट आएगा एम्पियर मीटर स्क्वायर। दिस वन। नाउ एंगुलर मोमेंटम, आई एम इरेजिंग दिस। एंगुलर मोमेंटम इज एल एंड ये होता है एम वी आर। नहीं तो हमारे पास एक फॉर्मूला है, डायपोल मोमेंट इज इक्वल टू ई बाय 2m इनटू एल। ऐसा भी एक फॉर्मूला था, gyromagnetic ratio is equal to m by l is equal to e by 2m. Whether you use this or this, don't have any problem. So if you write mvr, if you write another formula, calculations are the issue. What is m? You know that. What is v? You know that. M, mass of electron, 9.1 into 10 raised to power minus 31. Velocity 2 into 10 raised to power 6, or 5.3 into 10 raised to power minus 11. Friends, here if you multiply this, then it will be 18.2, ये 5.3 into 10 raised to power, फिर से this will be minus 42, minus 42 plus 6, it is equal to minus 36. इस इन दो नंबर्स का कैलकुलेशन हमारे पास 53 का टेबल तो नहीं रहता याद, इसका भी टेबल नहीं याद रहता, तो हम लोग लॉग टेबल से चले जाएंगे। लॉग टेबल से जाने के बाद उसका कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स, इसका कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ये तो लिख लिया, प्रोडक्ट है तो एडिशन करेंगे, तो बस लॉग टेबल से मैन के साथ देखेंगे। हम एंटी लॉग के पेज में थे तो लॉग टेबल के लॉगरिथम के पेज में जाएंगे। 18 का 2 है, अब भी आपके लॉग टेबल में देखना सही है क्या नहीं हो। 18 का 2 2501, दूसरा 53 का 0 7243, एडिशन शुरू हो गई 4 4 7 9 1। चलो एडिशन हो गई तो अभी एंटी लॉग के पेज पे फिर जाएंगे, फिर 97 का 4 देखेंगे। 97 का 4 और 4 में 9 है, मतलब 19 एंड 9 28 बनते हैं। 9428 इज इट? 9428 ही ना? 97 का कुछ गलत तो नहीं? गलत हुआ नहीं, बिल्कुल 9428 है। एंड कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स यहाँ पे 1 है तो डेसिमल पॉइंट देंगे हम लोग 94 के बाद, और ये आंसर लिखेंगे दिस वन। इन स्टैंडर्ड फॉर्म वी विल राइट 9.428 into 10 raised to power minus 35। यूनिट आता है इस एंगुलर मोमेंटम का किलोग्राम मीटर पर सेकंड इंटू मीटर, पर ये है एंगुलर मोमेंटम। तो आप लोग कई अलग अलग टाइप से इसका यूनिट लिख सकेंगे, मीटर स्क्वायर पर सेकंड, ये तो स्टैंडर्ड यूनिट आ गया। नहीं तो न्यूटन मीटर सेकंड ऐसा भी लिख सकते। 9.65, here my answer is 9.428. I am not wrong at all. So you may check from your side also. Or should I check? I should not, क्योंकि मेरे पास ये 1 है, 9 और 2 18 बनते हैं, 5.3 है। क्या मैं एक बार ऐसा चेक कर लूं? 18 का 2 में 25 0 1 है, 53 का 7243 है, 4 4 7 और 2 9 ये भी है। एंटीलॉग में तो मैंने एक बार वही बात देख लिया था। तो इट इज व्हाट 9.428 एंगुलर मोमेंटम, बिल्कुल करेक्ट है। चलो नेक्स्ट देखेंगे। पैरामैग्नेटिक गैस हैज 2 into 10⁻26 atoms per meter with atomic magnetic dipole moment 1.5 into 10⁻⁻23 ampere meter square each. Gas is at 27 degrees Celsius. Find the maximum magnetization intensity of this sample. The gas is in the problem is kept in a uniform magnetic field 3 Tesla. Is it possible to achieve saturation magnetization? And if so, why? Friends, पैरामैग्नेटिक गैस जो है उसके एटम्स दिए हैं, हर एटम का डायपोल मोमेंट दिया है, तो मैक्सिमम कितना हो सकता? एक का इंटू टोटल नंबर। तो मैक्सिमम मैग्नेटाइजेशन हो सकेगा एक का इंटू नंबर, n इंटू m और m इंटू n। मेरा डायपोल मोमेंट एक का है 1.5 इंटू 10⁻⁻23। नंबर्स है 2 इंटू 10⁻26। चलो सिंपल आंसर है 3 इंटू 10⁻, ये नंबर कितना 3 रहेगा। सो यू कैन से दैट 3000, इट इज 3000 एम्पियर per meter. It is not a number, that is atoms per meter cube. In fact, in the book that is a print mistake. It is not atoms per meter, it is atoms per meter cube. Number of atoms per unit volume. So मेरे डायपोल मोमेंट का यूनिट है एम्पियर मीटर स्क्वायर, मेरे m का यूनिट है नंबर एटम्स को तो नंबर यूनिट नहीं रहेगा 1/मीटर क्यूब। सो हियर यू विल गेट यूनिट एम्पियर पर मीटर। मैग्नेटाइजेशन has a unit same as that of magnetic intensity, that is ampere per meter. Come on, now the other part of the same problem. If the gas in this problem is kept in uniform magnetic field of 3 Tesla, is it possible to get 100% magnetization? तो मुझे एक बात देखना पड़ेगी कि एक एटम की थर्मल एनर्जी कितनी है। अगर एक एटम की थर्मल एनर्जी देखना है तो मुझे या उसको लगती कितनी, उसे मैग्नेटाइज करने के लिए कितनी लगती है और कितनी है मेरे पास। चलो देखेंगे दोस्तों, मेरे पास एनर्जी है एक एटम की, थर्मल एनर्जी होती है 3/2 के बोल्ट्जमैन कांस्टेंट इनटू एब्सोल्यूट टेम्परेचर। हिट सेक्शन में हमने फॉर्मूला देखा था। नाउ दिस इज 3/2 एज इट इज। kb बोल्ट्जमैन कांस्टेंट होता है 1.38 इंटू 10⁻23। कहां से आया 1.38? तो कैपिटल R अपॉन एवोगाड्रोस नंबर आप लोग करके देख सकते हैं। और ये एब्सोल्यूट टेम्परेचर 27 डिग्री सेल्सियस है तो 300 केल्विन बनता, 273 + 27। नाउ दिस इज व्हाट 900, 3 इंटू 300 बाय ये 2 है तो मैं जरा मल्टीप्लीकेशन कर लेता, पर डिवीजन कर लेता। 2 6 are 12 and 2 9 are 18. How much power? Power 23. multiply by 9, 9 9 81, carried 8, 9 6 54, 54 and 8, it is 62. Decimal point will be before 2. These two zeros will give you power 25. हमने लिया है ये एनर्जी, सो इट विल बी इन जूल्स। लेकिन क्या ये इतनी बड़ी एनर्जी? कोई, दिस इज नॉट 23, it is minus 23, so it will not be this number, and this will be 6.21 into 10 raised to power minus 23 plus 2 will be minus 21 joules. लेकिन इतनी एनर्जी, ये ऐसा बोलने के बजाय हम लोग इलेक्ट्रॉन आवर्स में बता देंगे, नहीं तो ऐसा रखे तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं, लेट इट बी, है ना? तो ऐसी कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं। जूल में देखेंगे अपन, इधर जाके देखेंगे कितनी होती है। फ्रेंड्स, मैक्सिमम एनर्जी रोटेशन के लिए मैक्सिमम एनर्जी कितनी रहती? मैक्सिमम एनर्जी होती है mb। डू यू नो मैक्सिमम पोटेंशियल एनर्जी ऑफ डायपोल इन एक्सटर्नल मैग्नेटिक फील्ड? इट इज एनर्जी मैक्सिमम is equal to b. What is dipole moment of 1? It is 1.5 into 10 raised to power minus 23, b है 3, तो ये आती है 4.5 into 10 raised to power 23 joules. So this energy and this energy, तो ये थर्मल एनर्जी ज्यादा है, ये मैग्नेटिक फील्ड इतना ही दे सकती है। एनर्जी रिक्वायर्ड इज दिस, बट एनर्जी कैन बी गिवन बाय मैग्नेटिक फील्ड, और मैक्सिमम पोटेंशियल एनर्जी इन अ मैग्नेटिक फील्ड कैन हैव ओनली, इसलिए मैग्नेटाइजेशन पूरा नहीं हो पाएगा। योर आंसर विल बी नो, बिकॉज एक्सप्लेनेशन होगा कि थर्मल एनर्जी इज मोर देन the energy possible by magnetic field, and therefore there will not be 100% magnetization. Be ready for next. Magnetic needle placed in uniform magnetic field has a magnetic moment so and so, and magnetic of moment of inertia so and so. It performs 10 of complete oscillations in 6 seconds. What is magnitude of magnetic field? B. Capital B निकालना है। Period पता है हमें, formula for period पता है, it is 2 pi root of I by mb. Period है 6 seconds for 10 oscillations. 6 seconds for 10 oscillations means time for number of oscillations. It is equal to 2 pi root of I पता है 7.2 into 10 raised to power minus 7. Dipole moment पता है 2 into 10 raised to power minus 2, and b is unknown. Come on, this is what? 2 3s are 6, 2 5s are 10. Now this 3 as it is, मैं उसका स्क्वायर कर लेता अभी। ये 9 है, ये 25 है, ये 2 का स्क्वायर इधर 4, 5 पाई का स्क्वायर नियर अबाउट 10 है, नहीं तो 9.86 है। पाई का स्क्वायर 9.86 होता है, वन शुड रिमेंबर इट। 7.2 into 10 raised to power minus 7, ये 2 है, पावर minus 2 है, ये b है। चलो कुछ काम कर सकते हैं, कैंसिल कर सकते हैं कुछ बातें। देखो अभी दिस 2 एंड ये 0. not 0.2 3 6 and 2 6 12, so 3.6 बन जाता। 9 into 0.4 is 3.6, और क्या बात है? चलो ये b ले लेंगे, इधर 0.4 वही रखेंगे, ये 25 उधर लेकर जाएंगे, ये पाई सॉरी 4 एज इट इज, ये पाई का स्क्वायर 9.86, पावर कितना रह जाता? -2 ऊपर लेकर जाओ +2, -7 + 2 is -5. 25 into 4 is only 1. Is it so? No, it is 10. 25 into 4 is 100. 100 का डेसिमल पॉइंट चलेगा तो 10 हम हटा देंगे, इसका पावर करेंगे तो ये होगा पावर -4। बस 4 का मल्टीप्लीकेशन करो और आंसर पाओ। 4 इंटू 6 24, ये मल्टीप्लीकेशन। 8 into 4 32 and carried 2 is 34, carried 3, 9 4 are 36, 36 and 3 39. The decimal point will be before 2 digits and therefore this will be your answer 3.944 into 10 to the power -3. So either this way or 3.944 into 10 to the power -3। डी है तो टेस्ला है, नहीं तो वेबर पर मीटर स्क्वायर। तो 3.944 है हमारा, 48 नहीं आता तो हमारा जो आएगा वो लिख देंगे। नहीं तो ये 48 आ सकता है कोई अगर 9.87 लेता तो, क्योंकि स्क्वायर ऑफ पाई इज 9.86 और 9.87, तो इट वुड बी 39.48 if square is taken 9.87. Come on, ready for next. Short bar magnet is placed in external magnetic field of 700 Gauss. When its axis makes an angle 30 degree with the external magnetic field, it experiences torque so and so. Find magnetic moment of the magnet. ये तो टॉर्क अगर दिया तो हमें पता है टॉर्क इज इक्वल टू mb sin थीटा होता है। अब टॉर्क दिया है 0.04, तो ये होता है 14 इंटू 10 टू द पावर -3। डाइपोल मोमेंट वो तो निकालना है। बी दिया है 700 गॉस। 700 गॉस इसका मतलब पावर -4 टेस्ला में करते समय। एंड पूछा है, नहीं बी भी दिया है, दिया है बी साइन 30 की वैल्यू होती है हाफ। चलो तो ये दो इधर लेकर आएंगे। 14 इंटू 2 डिवाइडेड बाय 7, पावर बनता है बस -2, ऊपर का पावर -3 और वो है हमारा कैपिटल एम। 7 2 14, 2 2 4, ये पावर -1, decimal point will be shifted to left and this will be ampere meter square. This is what dipole moment. Friends, one more question is there. What is the work done in moving it from most stable to most unstable position? मोस्ट स्टेबल होता है जब मैग्नेट या मैग्नेटिक निडल एक्सटर्नल मैग्नेटिक फील्ड में रहती है, तब यहां मिनिमम पोटेंशियल एनर्जी होती है। यहां से इसको ऐसा रोटेट करके इस डायरेक्शन में लेकर आना है, तो वर्क डन इज इक्वल टू एम बी इन ब्रैकेट 1 माइनस कॉस ऑफ थीटा। मिनिमम पोजीशन से मैक्सिमम पोजीशन, मतलब मिनिमम एनर्जी से मैक्सिमम एनर्जी को लाने के लिए हमें वर्क करना पड़ेगा। यहाँ पे एंगल लेना पड़ेगा 180। cos of 180 is -1, minus minus plus, and this is what twice mb is the work done. बस फॉर्मूला हमारे सामने है। ये 2m अभी लाया 0.4, b है कितना है b 700 गॉस, मतलब 7 into 10 to power -2 टेस्ला। Yes, our unit is Tesla. So here it is 0.8. 0.8 into 7 is 5.6 into 10 to power -2 joules. So be ready for next. Magnetic needle is suspended freely so that it can be rotated freely in a magnetic meridian. In order to keep it in a horizontal position, weight of 0.2 gram is necessary to make it horizontal. एक एंड पे रखना है ये। If the pole strength of this needle is 20 ampere meters, find the value of vertical component. Friends, अगर ये हमारा BH है और ये BV है, तो नीडल जाके ऐसे रुकेगी। यहां नीडल कुछ एंगल बना के रुक जाएगी, और नीडल के इस एंड पर अगर मैंने कुछ मास रखा है, 0.2 ग्राम दिया है, तो इसके कारण ये नीडल अब हॉरिजॉन्टल बनेगी, यहां मास आएगा। तो मास का जो वेट है, मतलब जो फोर्स है, ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स, उसके कारण नीडल क्लॉकवाइज घूमने की कोशिश करेगी, तो बीवी के कारण एंटी क्लॉकवाइज। तो टॉर्क ड्यू टू वर्टिकल कंपोनेंट विल बी इक्वल टू टॉर्क ड्यू टू वेट। तो डिस्टेंस तो वही है दोनों के लिए, मतलब फोर्स वेट का एंड फोर्स मैग्नेटिक फोर्स का, तो दोनों सेम होने चाहिए। तो ये एम बी भी इंटू लेंथ, इधर से भी लेंथ कैंसिल होने वाली है, सो लिखना यार जरूरी है, फिर भी मानो लिख लेता, आधी लेंथ है मैग्नेट की या मैग्नेटिक निडल की। वेट इट इज एम जी, एम मास है ये, दिस इज पोल स्ट्रेंथ, ये पोल स्ट्रेंथ है, ये ग्रेविटेशनल मास है, ये जी है, इंटू फिर से एल, फिर एल कैंसिल, पोल स्ट्रेंथ पता है 20, बी भी पता नहीं, एम 0.2 ग्राम्स है, ये 0.2 ग्राम का मतलब 0.2 इंटू 10⁻³ जी की वैल्यू 9.8 लियो, ऐसा बोला है। तो देखो ये बीवी की वैल्यू तो आ गई भाई एक ही स्टेप में, ये 0.2 का मतलब होता है 2 इंटू 10⁻⁻⁴, यहां 20 इधर लेकर आएंगे तो ये 20 का मतलब होता है 2 इंटू 10 into your 9.8, 2 cancel, 1 taken to numerator, then your answer will be vertical component is equal to 9.8 into 10⁻⁻5 Tesla. Is it so? So चलो नेक्स्ट पॉइंट देखेंगे, नेक्स्ट अपना प्रॉब्लम देखेंगे। The susceptibility of paramagnetic material is high at 27 degrees Celsius. At what temperature its susceptibility is high by 3? हमने देखा है high is inversely proportional to absolute temperature. तो क्या मेरा I2 by I1 will be equal to T1 upon T2? तो I2 है I by 3, तो ये मेरा आएगा बस 1/3। तो T2 कितना होगा, T1 कितना है 27 डिग्री सेल्सियस मतलब 300, ये T2 मैं इधर लेकर आता हूं और 3 इधर लेकर आता हूं, तो दिस इज व्हाट 900 केल्विन, इट इज 900 केल्विन। लेकिन अगर डिग्री सेल्सियस में करना है तो 900 में से 273 माइनस कर लो, ये 10 - 3 इज 7, 9 - 2 is 9 - 7 is 2, and here 8 - 2 is 6, it is 627 degrees Celsius. So that is your answer. Susceptibility 1/3 करने के लिए टेम्परेचर इतना बढ़ाना पड़ेगा, 27 डिग्री सेल्सियस से 627 डिग्री सेल्सियस करना पड़ेगा। We will solve few another problems, additional problems, as well as problems from NCERT book. We will discuss these problems in the next video. Till that, all the best. Take care of yourself and your family also. Bye bye.